Well, good morning, Delphus Trinity, and all of our surrounding community and friends and people from all over the world. It is Tuesday, October the 1st, 2024. We are in October. It is so hard to believe, but every year we say the same thing. This year is passing so fast. This year is passing so fast, and time really does fly. So here we are in October. October has not always been my favorite month of the year, but again, we're just blessed with life. I'm coming though this morning as we do this update, and really the last few days my heart's just heavy. I grew up in the upstate of South Carolina for the most part after we left Ohio years ago, and the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Appalachian Mountains and the foothills and the Great Smokies and all that area is just a huge part of my upbringing and those cities and towns, and there's just devastation there right now. And there's people that are without power. The little town I grew up in South Carolina, a lot of places still don't have power there. But when you get up into the hills and all the towns, and we hear about Asheville because it's a large city, but for those of us who know the area, there are so many small and wonderful towns and places we used to visit all the time, and they're just devastated, and some of them are gone. It's For me, I'm thinking through it too. It's 30 years since I went through a very similar thing in Madagascar on the other side of the world, and two storms, even bigger than the one that came through the Carolinas last week, came through and devastated the island there, and it had a huge impact on my life as I was living there. And I'm just worried about people I know, and I'm sad about places that grew up loving that are gone. And I just say to all of us, we need to pray for people. They ask for that, but we need to find ways to help people. There are so many good organizations out there that are on the ground doing things right now. And if we can't go and be there, then we need to contribute and give and live and love generously to help people who are in need in this incredibly beautiful part of our country. And so that just kind of weighs heavy on my mind. And as I was thinking through that, I was thinking through what we're talking about this coming Sunday. We're going to talk about the story in Acts chapter 9 where Saul meets Jesus. And it's an incredible story. And there's a verse in there, if I can get my phone here to cooperate. There's two verses actually. After Saul gets blinded, and here's Saul, this man of great power, and he's got everything, and he's doing everything he can to persecute the church. He gets blinded. And verse 8 of chapter 9 tells us, Then Saul arose from the ground, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no one. But they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus, and he was 3 days without sight and neither ate or drank. This guy that had everything in the world suddenly found himself helpless, and he had to rely on other people to lead him where he needed to go. And I thought about that, and we'll talk about that in light of theology on Sunday, but I thought about that in light of we have people in our country right now who are relying on the help of others. So I pray that we as a people will respond to the needs that are there. That being said, there's some other things going on right here in our community right now. And I would just like to let you know that this week we start our Friday Scuba After School program. We have 19 or 20 volunteers who are going to be working with our children from our local elementary and even middle school now this year, throughout the year on Friday afternoon, sharing gospel with them. And we have 75 children signed up for this. So it's going to be bustling and busy. And we are just excited to see this thing get underway this week. There's been a lot of planning going in. There's lesson planning. There's electronics and working with all of that. But there's also been a lot of prayer going in and the opportunity to impact lives. So please be in prayer for this ministry as it goes on, starting here in October, going all the way until the end of April. And for those of you who are participating in that, our first Scuba Sunday, where we're going to ask these children to come and be part of our worship service and ask you as families to come, will be on Sunday, November 3rd, which is only a few weeks away. So we look forward to seeing you there. And I'm just excited about this program. Between our Scuba Friday program, our Sunday morning Sunday school, our Tender Times Child Development Center, we have a great opportunity to minister in this community where we are. And I guess that's what the whole message is this morning. We need to minister in our communities and in our places, and we need to take care of people and to help people, and we need to show Christ to people right where we live. So you have a blessed week. And we'll see you on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for worship service. And if you need anything, just give us a holler here at the church. God bless you. See you soon.